Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and start. Please forgive handheld video. I want to show some really basic shapes to make some wild cats. So just the face, well, the head of the animal, we want to make it a round, kind of this oval shape. If you're looking at the photo, it's a little bit pointy at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and give them a little point at the top, well, a little bit pointier, rounder at the top. What do you call that? Okay, and you probably want to use a pencil and draw really lightly. I see he's got a smaller chin down here. So we've got our, just any old round shape. A circle is great. Circle works really great. Oval is awesome. And I see in the photo of this real jaguar, he's got like a point up at the top of his head, or her head. This baby jaguar, spelled actually with an A. It looks like an E, but it's really an A there. And then the next thing I would do, we're just trying to make this like a portrait, so we're not going to include the body much, just the head and the kind of the chest area, just real simple. I would go ahead and make like, just to get this body, I would just put some lines down and out, and we're just going for the idea of a jaguar. We're not going to worry about being really precise, because that can tie you up. Believe me, that can hold you back. You just want to get the idea of this jaguar. So the face, head, and the kind of the neck, and just where the chest is going to be. And then the ears, you see the top point here, you see the ears are almost even to that point. So I would try for that. Just try and do your best. Don't worry if this is the first thing you're doing. And I've got like a kind of an upside down U. I've got sort of a triangle, and it's just a little more rounded and organic. And over here we're going to do the same thing. So you really do want it to be not exactly like your photo, because then you don't want to be worrying about the copyright of the person that took the photograph. So things that are going to be a little different are actually going to be better for your finished artwork. And so that's just a really, simple little outline of the ears and the face area. And about halfway down, you see the eyes. So for me, I like to go ahead and think of this here. I see a little U shape right here. I see a little U shape, and it's a little below where the eyes are. And this is kind of almost a pear shape. It's around that U shape. So I'm going to start with that little U shape right there, and I'm just going to put it right about here. And just keep it really loose and simple. And then from there, you could see there's this other set of lines here. So right about a little bit above that U shape, and I see this goes here and kind of around, and it goes, I'm a little off here, but I'm just trying to actually do this from my kindergarten class. So over here we've got this other dark line, and here it goes here, and it goes out a little bit round and back where the whiskers come out of here on this little baby jaguar, this little whisker area. And then down below, I just would say that's kind of like a little arc, curved line. Just connect that right there. And I might darken that just a little bit, because I see a lot of dark black value on this, so that's okay to make that darker, like really darker. Like that's the thick part right there, and that's the thick part right there. And I love my crayons. Absolutely love the crayons. We can go really dark. And I see Here we have kind of a really low triangle for the nose. So here's a triangle. And you just get the nose area. And then we want to set the eyes about, it's really like halfway, just like a person's face, right about halfway from the top of the head to the chin. Divide that, you got your eyes. Your feline eyes are going to be nice big arc. Oops, might be exaggerating a little bit. And it's a little curved here, and it goes up to a point. We got our cat eye with a little bit of a beautiful outline. It's really nice and dark. And over here. So this is just to have some fun, and I want my kindergartners to continue to add their wild exotic tigers, leopards, jaguars. We could go for ocelots, we could go for clouded leopards, all kinds. So at some point, you know, you might want to get into the darker and leave your little highlight and have some fun with that. I'll leave that one. And then this is really pretty much the basic, and then from here you have fun with your spots, and we try to learn a little more about our rosettes versus our jaguar versus our leopard. And right now I can't remember, does the jaguar have a spot inside of the rosette and the leopard does not, perhaps? I'm gonna have to look that up, because we want to think about the differences between these feline, these wild felines, if you can call it, yeah, they're felines, these wild animals. And we have our theme of endangered animals, and we're focusing here on the jaguar and the leopard and the tiger. So here's our jaguar baby, and whoops, it got a little dark there, but that, I think that's going to be okay. Just darken this one a little more. And you want to add your spots, and you try to look for, oh, I see, he's almost got like an eyebrow, here. So, and this is a black and white photo, so we might later look at some color. And we use our, here we have our manila paper, so we can build from there, and we already have a tone that'll work really nicely with oranges and browns and blacks here for the spots on this black and white photo. So don't want to overdo, but we're going to have some fun with trying to find the little areas where you might see some spots. What else might want to see a little bit of, just give an idea. Let's take a peek here. Just a little idea that there's a bit of top of a leg starting kind of here maybe. And I give him a little bit here, and I see a little paw. So just, you don't want to overdo the details. This is just for fun today. And actually it's for our art show. Wish us luck. We can do it. We're doing a great job. I just want to make sure everybody does their best on that and thinks about these beautiful animals. Not too many that are endangered. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful animals. And we might not even worry about the rest of his body, which would be like way over here. It's kind of blending out. I think, you know, I gave him, so if you look at it, here's his chin, and then that actually is starting to kind of blend into the spots, so I could just easily blend some spots in there. So now is where we want to have fun and make it our own, but we wanted to keep it, we want to keep it realistic, and we want the colors to be natural. Like, I picked out some neutral brown warm tones from the Crayola box, and you know, I'm gonna look for a color picture. Okay, hope this helps. Next thing we would be cutting out the outline. After we add our color and our detail, our plan is to cut on the contour of our animal only, because we've already made our background. We're gonna cut out our whole little animal here. We have one or two, and you know, we have our time to color in some other colors here. And at that point, when we feel like we've got enough detail and color, we're going to cut the contour edge, the outside edge of the animal, because we already have our backgrounds. This, like, just big simple leaves, we painted those. And here's a little further, and if we have a mistake, for some reason we got like an extra green line, hopefully our other, hopefully the student work is, we put our blue sky there. And this part, we might find that a good spot to place our animal. Right when we cut it, we would place it and cover that right there with our animal. Okay, hope that's very helpful just to get started. Thank you for looking.